I want to introduce you two of those favorite people that I mentioned, John and Lindsay Reitzes. So even though they met at a sleepaway camp when they were 13, it took John another 10 years to finally ask Lindsay out on a date. On that first date, John asked Lindsay for a second date, confidence. She would need a fancy dress because it was for the JDRF Gala. Both John and his sister Robin were diagnosed with T1D before their first birthdays. Their parents, Bobby and Rob, dedicated their lives to help both their children and JDRF conquer this disease. Turns out those first 2 dates went okay. John and Lindsay fell in love and got married. They had 2 kids, Marion and Luca, but their passion for the ride is almost as old as their love story. John's first ride was in Death Valley in '03. Lindsay's first ride was a year later, and the family has raised over $300,000 since then. Pause for applause. Last year, the couple was all set to ride for JDRF when John was diagnosed with cancer for the second time in 10 years. But just like his daily battle with T1, he persevered, endured surgery and treatments, and vowed to get back on his bike, and here he is. So today, in this beautiful place, this beautiful story continues. Maybe we'll consider Santa Fe just another date for these guys. John and Lindsay will be leading us out this morning on a brand new course for this event. And I can't think of anybody better to do that than this couple who've done so much for so many years. John, Lindsay, we missed you guys last year. I'm so glad you're back. And we thank you and your family for all that you've done. All these years, all those miles, all those dollars. So, before we go, I want to show Santa Fe and the world how connected this community really is. So while I want you to keep one hand on your handlebars, I want you to keep one hand free so you can raise it high when I ask you to. So if you're like John and you're riding today with T1D, and will ride as far as you can to show the disease does not define you, please raise your hand and keep it up there. Yeah. So if you love someone or have lost someone with T1D, and will ride today to make sure that they are supported, loved, and remembered, raise your hand. And if you're going to ride your bike today to help JDRF turn Type 1 into Type None, because you want to change the world for the better and see the end of this disease, raise your hand. This community, our family has power. The power to ride thousands of miles all over the nation. The power to support each other mile after mile after mile. The power to someday rid the world of Type 1 diabetes, turning Type 1 into Type None. Are you ready to ride now? Are we ready to ride? Here's how this works. John and Lindsay and I are going to get down, get on our bikes. They're going to lead us out, and we're all ready.